Hi guys, this is IGCSE O-Level Chemistry Paper 22, March 2018, question 31. Which pair of compounds would make an NPK fertilizer? So the pair should have all three, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium present. So we have ammonium sulfate, ammonium contains nitrogen, sulfate contains sulfur, and potassium phosphate. Potassium contains, obviously, potassium and phosphate would contain phosphorus. So we have NPK present here. So this is correct. Next, we have calcium hydroxide containing calcium and ammonium nitrate containing nitrogen only. So phosphorus and potassium are missing. Next, we have calcium phosphate. So we have phosphate present, and potassium chloride. We have potassium and chlorine present. So nitrogen is absent from this mixture. And then we have potassium nitrate. Potassium and nitrogen are present. Ammonium sulfate contains nitrogen and sulfur. So phosphate is missing from this combination. This makes option A the correct option for this question. Question 32. Which pollutant gas is produced by the decomposition of vegetation? Decomposition of vegetation produces methane gas. So the correct option for this question is option B. Question 33. The equation for the formation of sulfur trioxide from sulfur dioxide is shown. The forward reaction is exothermic. Which combination of pressure and temperature gives the highest yield equilibrium yield of sulfur trioxide? So forward reaction needs to be favored. So the pressure, there are 3 moles of reactants and 2 moles of product. An increase in pressure favors the side with the lesser number of moles. So a high pressure would favor the formation of SO3, eliminating option C and D. And as far as temperature is concerned, in order to favor the forward reaction, the temperature must be decreased so that the exothermic side is favored. So a low temperature would favor the formation of SO3, eliminating option A and making option B the correct option for this question. Question 34. The diagram shows the pH values of the soil in two parts of a garden, X and Y. X is neutral and Y is acidic. Lime is used to neutralize the soil in one part of the garden. That would be Y. To which part of the garden should the lime be added and why? Lime should be added to Y because it is basic in nature and it would counteract the acidity of the soil. So Y is the correct part of the soil, eliminating options A and B, and lime is basic, eliminating option C, making option D the correct option for this question. Question 35. Statement 1. Hydrogen is used as a fuel. Statement 2. When hydrogen burns in the air to form water, heat energy is produced. Which is correct? Both statements are correct, and statement 2 explains statement 1. Yes, exactly. This is the correct answer because if hydrogen is used as a fuel, it needs to produce energy, and that is what happens. Next, both statements are correct, but statement 2 does not explain statement 1. So it does explain statement 1. Statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. Both are correct. Statement 2 is correct, but statement 1 is incorrect. Both are correct. Therefore, option A is the correct option for this question. Question 36. Which row identifies compounds in the same homologous series? Their chemical properties have to be similar, not different, eliminating options A and B, and their functional groups have to be, if functional group for a homologous series have to be same, not different. This eliminates option C and makes option D the correct option for this question. Question 37. Three chemical reactions are shown. Catalytic addition of steam to ethene, combustion of ethanol, and fermentation of glucose. In which of these reactions does the relative molecular mass of the carbon containing compound decrease? So catalytic addition of steam to ethene would add steam. So MR would increase. Combustion of ethanol. So when ethanol is combusted, carbon dioxide and water are produced. So the MR of the carbon containing compound would decrease, ethanol would have a greater MR than carbon dioxide. So this reaction has a decrease in MR. Fermentation of glucose. Glucose has the formula C6H12O6. It is fermented to produce ethanol, which is CH3CH2OH. The MR of ethanol is lesser than that of glucose. So this chemical reaction also has a decrease in MR in the carbon containing product. Since reactions 2 and 3 are correct, option C is the correct option for this question. Question 38. How is ethanol produced by fermentation? Using anaerobic conditions at 30 degrees Celsius? Yes, that is the requirement for fermentation of glucose to produce ethanol. Using anaerobic condition at 450, the yeast would be dead at this temperature. Using steam at 30, this is not fermentation, this is addition to ethene. And using steam at 250, 450, same. Temperatures are incorrect in both cases. The temperature requirement would be 60 degrees Celsius for addition of steam to ethene. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option A. Question 39. Which substances react together to form ethyl propanoate? So the alcohol portion, ethyl means that it is made from ethanol, and propanoate would mean that the carboxylic acid used is propanoic acid. So the options should contain ethanol and propanoic acid. It is ethanoic acid is there and propanol is there in A. Both are incorrect. Ethanol is there in B, but propene is there in B. That is incorrect. Ethene is incorrect. Propanol is incorrect. Propanoic acid is correct. Ethanol is correct. Therefore, option D is the correct option for this question. Question 40. The structure of chlorofluorocarbon polymer is shown. Okay, so there is no ester or amide bond. So this is an addition polymer. Let's identify the repeat unit. So we begin from here. And here we can see that it has started repeating. So the monomer of this compound would be carbon double bonded to carbon, with the carbon on the left having a CH3 and a hydrogen atom attached to it, and the one on the right having a chlorine and a fluorine atom attached to it. So this is the monomer. The question asks which monomer is used to make this polymer. So the monomer that is used to make this polymer should have one carbon with hydrogen and CH3. So CH3 has fluorine in case of A, incorrect. CH3 has hydrogen and the other carbon has chlorine and fluorine. So option B is correct. Option C has chlorine on the carbon with CH3, which is incorrect. And option D again has chlorine on the carbon with the CH3 attached to it, which is also incorrect. Therefore, the correct option for this question is option B.